the daily time frame on lean hogs, we can see that the market was pushing down significantly, and this looks like a little zone of resistance. The market could push up. I'm anticipating that it'll push down, but either way, I'm not making any moves until I see something concrete. As we can see on the 5-minute time frame, the market pushed up. This was on Friday, pushed up and then pushed back down again into this little zone of resistance right here. So I anticipate that it actually open up and push down here, push back up after it hits resistance right around here before it pushes back down. But I guess we'll see. Market opens in 1 minute. Okay, so as we look at the market for lean hogs, we saw the market actually gapped open, so it opened up much higher than the previous close, and it pushed up very, very strongly. Saw some resistance here. I was actually thinking of entering a short position. I was looking for the right moment, but that never manifested, and the market pushed up a little higher, and now it looks like it's bouncing off of that resistance point. So I anticipate the market to push down a moderate amount here. We'll see if we can get into this trade. Alright, so I just took a trade. I entered short position around here. The trade was, I think the risk reward was, the stop was at 3 ticks below when I entered the trade. And actually, let me get rid of the stop. So actually, yeah. So this was the stop, and I entered at 63.175, I believe. So stop was 3 ticks, take profit was 4 ticks. Market actually moved very quickly, so my profit may have been more than 4 ticks. I have to check that later. So as I anticipated the market to continue to push down here a little bit. At this point, though, there seems to be some resistance here. I don't know how that's going to play out later. But again, with lean hogs, what usually happens is in the first couple minutes of the market, some strong movements, as we saw here, some very strong movements. It gapped open and continued to push up. And then we saw a little bit of stagnation here before it pushed down. So for now, I probably won't enter anything. I'll look at a few of the other markets, and I'll just continue watching how lean hogs develops from here. Anticipate overall it's actually going to keep pushing down throughout the rest of the day, but of course not going to be involved in that. All right, as we can see from where I took my trade, the market's actually continuing to push up. So what I'm actually looking for now is for a reaction in this area and then the market to push back down. If that doesn't happen, then I just won't be entering the trade. Yeah. This might be the reaction I'm actually looking for right now, but can't be too sure. I never go off of just one candlestick. I always need at least 2 candlesticks before I can enter any trade that I'm thinking of. 3, often I've been noticing that if I wait for 3, most of the chances are already gone. And at that point, the risk reward really isn't very optimal. So that's why I tend to enter at 2, but then of course with 2, that can create false signals. So at least from what I see. So we'll wait for this one to finish and then for the next one to finish and see if it's a trade that I want to get into. Okay, so initially over here I was looking for that second candle to take that short trade, but I ended up not. The market kind of is flat over here. So right now these candles here are indicating to me that it's going to push down. And in fact, this may be a trade that I want to get into. I might have lost out on it. Alright, so just like I said, I should have actually taken that trade. But I basically pussied out and just watched it happen. I would have netted 4 or 5 ticks from that trade if I had taken it. but it's okay though. So just to kind of show where my mind was at with that, I was anticipating that it would stop at, because we can see resistance in this area, so this is the area that I was going to have taken profit at. So I was anticipating probably, if I had to set a stop loss, I would have set a stop loss probably around right here at these levels. And initially I was hovering over here. This is, I think I set my initial order at actually 63.225, and I should have entered it at 63.175. Yeah, that short position, I would have made a solid profit right there. But that chance is gone, and I think that, yeah, the market's going to push back up. So again, overall, for right now, I'm still thinking of going short. So what's going to happen is I'm going to wait for this rally to continue into here. The reason, now you might be thinking, why am I not just entering a buy position here and continuing with this? Because the reason is I think the sell side of this market is stronger, and I'm really not very sure with this buy position. So I just want to watch it and then look for a good chance to go short. Okay, guess what? Turns out I was actually pretty much completely wrong. This is kind of funny. At, at around this time, I actually got a phone call from a medical school, and I obviously had to take it. So I had no intention of doing anything. But if it wasn't for that phone call, I think there's actually a very strong chance that I would have, oh, get this stupid thing out of here. I would have taken a short trade like at this very tip right here. And if I had done that, well, I'd have gotten stopped out, obviously, because the market actually did presented something else. So initially I thought the market was going to kind of bounce, right? And then essentially maybe do another bounce or push down lower. But so if I had taken this trade, I would have looked for profits in this area right here. So around, I guess, right here. But it turns out the market was actually trending up overall. In fact, this formation is I think it's called a pendant or flag, where the top stays about the same, but the bottoms keep increasing. And in this formation, the most likely area for price to move is up. So, well, just based off this formation only, price looks like it's going to break up, but honestly, lean hogs are weird, and the volume is also relatively low, so it may not always flow so nicely with patterns. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to get into any other trades on this market today, and haven't really been watching the other markets, so I will probably just call it a day. And yeah, all right, well, guess that's solid. Okay, let's go back real quick. So today we just took one trade. Took a short position here, profited. I would like to be able to take the reverse positions, but I don't feel comfortable doing so. I only feel comfortable going on the opposite side. For example, this trade worked very well. I could have, and I had a great opportunity to get into this trade here, and I would have made probably about 3-4 ticks, 4 or 5 ticks, but I just didn't. So, oh well. And I saw this market pushing up. Part of me wanted to enter it, but I knew, I had my own plan. My set plan was enter around here and go short. I actually did not enter. Sorry, I didn't go short, which I'm actually kind of happy about because I needed these candlesticks to confirm. If I had gone short, obviously at the tip, then that would have been a fine trade because that would have given me the 4 ticks or so that I usually take. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. That was about 45 minutes so in the market. All right, till tomorrow.